What message would you like to leave for the community? After being here this evening and talking this out, because it's been really difficult, even for me, to hear you talk about all this.
Well, I would like the community to know that I appreciate that Tommy has been able to live in this community, and they've been welcoming to him, and he's participated in a lot of things in this community, and he enjoys it, and this is where his home is. In other communities that doesn't happen, like here. So I just want the community to know I appreciate that he is part of it.
Yeah, I'm saying here exactly what Carrie said. Very, very thankful for Sarah being able to remain and be with me in my home with a lot of help from the community. So thank you so much.
I guess we all have the same
Thoughts?
yeah.
We're all grateful.
We're all grateful for
The community that we live in.
yes.
How did you feel about coming here and getting to talk? Are you going to go home and do things that you need to do now?
Well, I think I'm gonna go home and put it on paper, start putting things more formal, because it's always just been in my head. I haven't done anything formal.
Yeah, I think I'll start doing research on what's curator and what he would need for his future to secure funding and.
Oh, you don't want to do the wrong thing.
Yeah, I need to
Yeah.
need to research that, and I think that's something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna start just asking questions
Yeah, it's something to think about.
and look at.
Me too, right
I do
now.
think about it, but I don't know.
Because it goes out of your head.
Yeah,
Like me.
yeah.
It's always at the back of my
Maybe we
head, but
just
I
don't wanna-
never do anything about it.
That would be one thing to talk with their social worker, support worker
Yeah.
with, and have them, you talk, they write.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
that's
really.
true. That's
Yeah,
true.
Yeah, it'd be like a brainstorm. Well, one thing about this today is that hopefully it'd be helpful, because I know, being involved with especially these people all my life and still, that there are a lot of other young families, coming up that have a lot of special needs children, and hopefully it'll get to
There
this
always
kind
will
of
be.
thing before we've finally got to it. So hopefully it was helpful to
So
to them.
you feel in some aspects we've only scratched the surface?
I would hope that others after us young ones have already thought of this and made their plans already, but I don't know.
Thank you for all being here today, and I hope you really do go home and put those plans on paper, because you just never know. Well, we've come to the end of our last episode of Walk in My World. I hope you really enjoyed it. And if you have any comments or questions, you can email me at walkinmyworld@yahoo.ca. We would really like to hear from you. Ona. Can you explain to us what plan is?
The PLAN organization is something that was developed in Vancouver from parents of children with special needs. And the idea was to create a network of individuals from within the family, but also the extended family and the community that would spend time with an individual or take some time to share part of their lives. And the idea was to create a network so that the primary caregivers and their families are not left alone to do all of the care. In addition to that, it was born out of the fear of some parents of what happens to my child once I die. Who is going to take care of them? in some instances has been absolutely wonderful that the networks have been able to provide a fairly independent life for the individual after the primary caregiver dies.
These people that are involved, are they paid positions?
No, they're not. Actually, most of it, all of it is volunteer. The only paid position is an individual who becomes a community network resource person who helps to set up the networks. Apart from that, individuals volunteer a little bit of their time. It's not a lot of time. For example, when an individual was profiled, it was shown that he had an interest in trains, had a love for trains. And someone in a neighboring community had heard of this and said, well, I work with the trains, why can't he come and spend some time with me on the trains? And so he got a train ride, and that made his day. It was a wonderful experience for him, and so that did not take an incredible amount of time, nor was it a continuous thing that would always happen.
How would somebody get involved with one of these networks?
It takes simply a will to share an interest and to get to know the individuals within the community who have special needs.
Would these people be able to come and, I don't know, if the parents were going away, would they cover the weekend?
No, not necessarily. That's not the whole point of the networking.
Okay.
The networking is basically to create a system of friends and contacts outside of the primary caregivers where you can share experiences and have real life experiences. It's to break the isolation.
Of the person that's got the disability, and for him to bring more people into his life.
Right, and in addition to that is that as the primary caregiver gets older and has less ability to take care of their child, then there are other people who are there as resources to help out. So that if the person dies, then they can also be assured that their child will be taken care of by a network of individuals. They are real friends. They basically become real friends.
Do you think this network will work in Kahnawake?
More than anywhere else, I think this is something that can function here. Time and time again, we've seen in a period of crisis where individuals have come together and have shared common experiences and have helped out. And the sense of community is there, and I think that it would be a wonderful thing to see developed here, and I'm sure that it would be very successful in whatever form it takes.